Hello, diecast collectors. Today I have a variety of brands of diecast cars. I just kind of, not to really compare, but I think most people just kind of look at they just kind of naturally say Hot Wheels, and that kind of covers all kinds of cars. But once you start collecting, you start knowing the brands of Hot Wheels and Matchbox and M2s and Auto World. So you start to see the way each brand kind of does their own thing. So today I just got a few. Well, I started out with this. I found a couple of drag vehicles and stuff. I went into a local Target just recently and happened to find actually some racing champions that I haven't seen racing champions in a while. I don't really go after certain things, but I found some, and then also I wanted to open up this since we're going to be looking at dragsters. I had this M2, the '65 Ford uh, turtle wax that I wanted to get open. So I do like these little vans, the little drag vans. I know that so I'm kind of a partial to Ford, um, just because that was one of my actually first vehicles that as I was growing up. I'm 16 years old. I bought a '65 Ford pickup truck, so that was one of my first vehicles. My dad was more of a Chevy guy, but he had went through the Chevy eras with the '72 Chevy and 68 or '69 Chevelle SS. So he kind of trends to the Chevy stuff, but um, I just kind of wanted to look at, like I say, different brands, um, styles. Like I say, you can kind of start seeing these are some Johnny Lightning ones that I really liked. So like a certain brand will, go trend to a Dodge or whatever, and I just think that's just whoever's in charge of the licensings and stuff like that and what they like. So, but I'm glad that's why I like different brands because it really changes it up, helps you get something different, a variety of different things. Because, like I say, we're all not the same. I tend to go like some of the older stuff, uh, but anyway, this one here is new to me. It's just out of the box. I just went and opened it up, and if you know the M2 brand, they usually come in a nice case, and you can actually screw it back down and stack these and put them on your desk or whatever. But I was keeping these cases, but I'm just limited in space anymore. I'm trying to get rid of them. I just display them on the shelf. I like the display opened. But I think this was pretty cool, so I'm going to start up maybe a little section of this drag vans. So, and then here's the, like I say, Racing Champions. I haven't seen them in a while. I don't know why. But I picked this one off the shelf. I like these. Sometimes they'll raise up off the frame. And this one, I don't know if it will. I don't want to break it. It might not come off. Might be just stuck. I don't know. I like these old dragsters, so I had so this is the difference of of course the Racing Champion, and then of course the Johnny Lightning. They all feel pretty similar. These here will come off and have a little stand. I like that. This one here's a little dusty. With the different drag cars. And then, like say, Hot Wheels. You can tell the difference, a little bit of difference in I don't know, it's just something about how you can feel a Johnny Lightning and a Hot Wheel. It's just weird how you can feel the difference in the way they're made. But this is the Hot Wheels. stand. Put that back in there somehow. That's that Camaro. I like all brands of the vehicles. If it's in 164 and I can something I can collect, I will try them. So that's that. That was the newest one. And I ended up having the Mustang. Now I really like Auto World Mustangs. They really do a good job. I like them. This car's plastic on the bottom. So you can tell it's lightweight. But it's a cool little model to have. And then found this one. It's different. And this one was at Target. And I know Target sometimes gets the special things. I guess I get special vehicles, you know, I guess than like Walmart would get or something. So this thing's all yellow orangey inside, windows, wheels are plastic, just different. And then this is a Matchbox moving parts I got at Target too. This is a 2024 Volkswagen. We have 2 grandkids here, maybe 2 possibly going to be moving closer. And so my wife was telling the kids that they should buy a minivan. That we used to have minivans back in the day. We had Oldsmobile and a Windstar, and they're all like, they don't. None of them wants to drive a minivan because they said they're all looked ugly. But my wife, I said they look kind of ugly, but I said actually I didn't mind driving them. They was actually easy to go to the grocery store and stuff with the kids. All the kids could pile in and then not worry about them stuffing all of the groceries when you put them in. And usually the vans always usually had some sort of TV or something in the back seat or in the. So I was teasing my wife. I said, "This is what you need to buy: is an electric Volkswagen or bus." I really haven't checked in on how many they can actually seat or hold. Teaser. She likes the blue, the color blue. But I picked that up. And then when I talk about Auto World, this is the vintage again. True 164 scale. This is the racing version. It's got rubber tires. Just like a couple more here. Our World. Like I say, I like the variety. Of course, you have your racing versions here. I love the with the white lettering on the tires. Always that little detail, right? This one's kind of a civilian version. This is another racing version. It's in blue. So picked up, like I said, now I got another one. So yeah, Auto World, Johnny Lightning, M2, and Hot Wheels, Matchbox. It's just all die cast, that's what I like. Like I said, I've had these for a while. This one definitely for a while. I think I got that one used at a flea market somewhere. I had a couple of these flea markets because you can hardly find them, the old dragsters. I'm not surprised to find this one in Target. Alright, happy hunting out there. We'll see you on your next video. See ya.